important question for you to consider is, are you consciously communicating to always build trust? Is it even at the forefront of your mind at all anywhere? When I'm in front of somebody, when you're in front of somebody communicating, are you looking at that dynamic? And if not, where is the level of trust with your project team members and people you need to interact with to get things done? Robert Karkoff, a psychologist back in the 70s, did a lot more research than I'll ever do on communication, and what he says is that all communication is for better or worse. There is no neutral communication. And the work I've done, especially in the project management world over the last 3.5 years, what I've also learned is I think there's one other level to this. I think there's 3 outcomes that we can get from our communication. 3 possible outcomes. One is you're either building the relationship, or you're slowly eroding the relationship, or you're instantly destroying the relationship. Have you seen the movie Hunger Games? May the odds forever be in your favor. 2 out of 3, you have a 67% risk of doing damage every time you open your mouth when you communicate. The odds are not in your favor. So for that reason, we need to learn about these 7 communication sins that are getting in our way. Communication sin number 1 is a biggie. It's number 1 for a reason. And this was reinforced in my world a couple of years ago when a colleague of mine wanted to refer me to her boss. She worked for a regional bank and said, Skip, we could really use your communication work in our organization. Can I refer you? I said, certainly, I'll take the opportunity, never too busy for a referral. So she sends one of those joint emails introducing the 2 of us. And on a Thursday afternoon, I get an email back. His name was Joe, and Joe sends me an email, says, he sent it to both of us, says, I'd be happy to speak with Skip, have him call me anytime. So I was really excited about this new opportunity. So I fire off an email back to Joe. I said, Joe, thank you for your interest in speaking with me. How is Friday at 10 or Monday at 2 for a phone call? Joe emails me back and says, please call me late Tuesday afternoon. I'm taking Friday and Monday off. So I start typing an email. Joe, what happened to any time? I didn't send that. Joe, thank you. Enjoy your long weekend. I'll call you 4 o'clock Tuesday. He said late afternoon, right? He emails me back. Says, please call me after 5. I won't have time to speak to you until I'm on the way home in my car. Joe, what happened to any time? I didn't send that. Wanted to, though. Have you ever wanted to send an email? So I Tuesday afternoon, 5 o'clock comes. I wait till about 5:06, give him time to get on the road. And I call Joe, and guess what I get? How infuriating is that? Have you ever had an exchange with somebody like that? Communication sin number 1 is about having to be a mind reader. Anytime is some of those mind reading phrases, isn't it? It's called a lack of specificity. Communication sin number 1, you can write it down in your handout.